We're going to do a quick video today to introduce Tolu to everyone. So he's joining us on a 6-month graduate program within ConeX, and obviously sticking to the vibe of lockdown, we thought we'd do a quick discussion over the Zoom platform to kind of have a bit of a chat about what we're up to, how things are going, a bit about his history, and just kind of introduce him to everyone. So we're really excited to see what happens over the next 6 months. Obviously lots going on with ConeX and lots of exciting announcements coming up. So yeah, let's get into it and get started. So I think the best place to start obviously is a bit about your kind of history, where you've come from, what you've done at uni study wise, and how you've kind of got involved in this placement program.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for having me, Sam. I guess the best place to start would be my undergrad. So, well, I'm from Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos. I did my undergrad in Nigeria at Covenant University, where I studied mechanical engineering for 5 years. And then throughout that period, I realized that, I enjoyed the technical aspect of it, but I was drawn more to the commercial aspect, how things were run, how things were managed, resources, all these things to enable, a company to do as well as they should. So after I graduated, I went on to attend a training in this Edinburgh Academy. So basically for a couple of weeks, I was there and they trained us a little on, management consulting, and we worked on a few projects and we spoke to a few people in the industry, and I knew, this is what I would want to do. So that was what made me want to do my master's in engineering management, because it merges those two interests, the engineering world and the management world together. And I learned a bunch of courses across those fields, from manufacturing to strategy development, financial planning. So it was really exactly what I wanted. And to add to it, I ran the master's course during the pandemic, so that was that was really interesting, coming to a new country, firstly doing it like in real life, like face to face, and then switch to virtual. I mean, it was a bit, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit tough, but having the right support system, and I feel that's probably how everyone got through the lockdown initially. Support system, great friends that I have, great family members, support and everything. So I eventually finished a distinction, and that was really interesting.
What year did you get here?
Last year, January.
So you literally arrived.
Yeah, and then the next thing,
2 months before lockdown. Wow.
It's crazy.
So you haven't really experienced much in the UK then? You've been locked in. You're in Coventry, aren't you?
Yeah,
locked in Coventry for a year without having a chance to see much. So you mentioned your undergrad, it was 5 years. So did you have a placement year in between there?
Yeah. I did an internship with an oil and gas company. So that was also interesting, getting involved in proper technical work. So I worked at the depot, at an aviation fuel depot, where we handled Jet A1, handling from quality control from when it comes to us from the other depots till it gets to the plane. So we had a hydrant system, the one that's on the ground, straight to the, apron up onto the plane. That was really fascinating. That was a really interesting.
So my undergrad was so mine was a 4-year integrated masters with a year studying abroad. So we're kind of similar in that sense. And then obviously you've done the masters on top of that over in the UK during a pandemic, which we all know what that's been like. So as you can kind of see, I feel that your experience, your skills are going to fit very nicely into what we're trying to achieve with ConeX, especially as we look to launch the new platform in the next 3 or 4 months. Which obviously you've had a little insight into that now over the the
Yeah,
last
it's exciting.
and how things are going on. So what are you thinking? What are you most kind of looking forward to in terms of ConeX and your involvement in the next 6 months?
That my answer to that question is in two parts, right? So the first one is about how I really want to get involved in ConeX, goals, projects, targets, and things they want to achieve. In terms of, like you mentioned, the launch of the new version of the portal that's coming out, and then get involved in expanding our client base, get involved in relating with people. That I feel like that's a really important thing I need to learn, and that's a really important part that I would learn from ConeX. Relations, and then also research things that I'll carry out and ways I can really implement my engineering and commercial knowledge to add value to ConeX. And then the second aspect of it is, on some level, I'm really excited to see how I would be at the end of. I feel like I'll be a whole different person, having undergone all these things for the past 6 months. The way I would be speaking, the confidence, the things I would have achieved, I'll be able to look back and see that, yeah, I was involved in that, and that is that sense of fulfillment that I really want. Yeah, that's really what I'm actually looking forward to. The person I would be after I'm done with this. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what we've already said. We were discussing yesterday, weren't we, that we might do another one of these videos in 6 months, and it'll be good to kind of compare the two and see how things have changed and where we are. So yeah, it's quite exciting. As I say, ConeX it's expanding. We're bringing on more people, more companies every day. We've got all sorts of introduction requests and connections. We held our first event last week, which went really well. And yeah, we're kind of just looking forward to getting you involved in both sides of things. So the kind of pre-ConeX and kind of early kind of customer journey, if you like, right up until they're members, and really adding value to these guys, because that's the whole point in ConeX. We're this platform for manufacturers to share knowledge, collaborate on projects, generate leads, and we're always evolving and adapting and working out the best ways that we can add value to these guys. We're already going to kind of connect you in with a few of our existing members and kind of build that relationship. So it's going to be an exciting few months, that's for sure. Let's forget about business for a minute. So couple of quick things. Let's let the people of LinkedIn and social media learn a little bit more about you as a person, not business related. So obviously we're in lockdown, can't really do a lot at the moment, but when we're out of lockdown in a normal situation, what sort of things do you like doing in your kind of spare time, and what are you most looking forward to after all this is done?
Honestly, the one thing that I'm just really looking forward to is connecting with people again, because that's something I really enjoy doing. I really enjoy having conversations, because you realize that there's so many views to so many issues. And then I love to learn from people, see other ways of viewing things. Like if I had a way I was saying things before, and I meet someone that sees it in a different way, I'm not the type to just shut in. I would want to understand how you actually got to that point of view. And especially when it's in like a social setting, and all this, essentially socializing, if I'm being honest, just being cooped up in the houses. But thanks to YouTube, YouTube, social media, Netflix, all these guys have kept us company.
Absolutely. You mentioned that you watch quite a few like YouTube podcasts and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, like I learn a lot from YouTube, aside from the entertainment, obviously, because I'm a huge Arsenal fan. So there's a lot to discuss, especially in this season. Like, I mean, I trust the process. I just want to put this out there. I trust the process. I'm with Arteta. But yeah, aside from football, other things that relate to life, relationships, beliefs, political issues, social issues, and it just feels like I'm relating with them, because it's all just so organic. And yeah, I just learn a lot. So that's why I spend a lot of time on YouTube, on podcasts and stuff.
Brilliant. Well, it's definitely going to be a valuable few months, and
yeah, because
we're already having a few discussions about podcasts and stuff. So that'll be exciting as we move things forward.